Alright, so you guys haven't got a lift video for the last, hold on. Yeah, you guys haven't gotten a lift video for the last 2 lifts, and holy shit, what's going on with the camera right now? Let's keep it centered on me, please. Oh. Alright. Come on. Let's get real. Okay. So by no fault of my own, you guys haven't seen the last 2 lifts. So this new gym that I switched to, they don't allow tripods. They allow recording, but they don't allow tripods or gym bags. I get it, you don't want people to trip, but bro, I have all my shit that I have to carry with me. So now I just leave it in the locker room and just go get it as I need it. Luckily, the plate-loaded leg extension has its own seatbelt, which is very nice. And then I just kind of bring my straps with me everywhere, as well as I don't really use my gym pin because the adductor machine here is very strong, so it's nice. So what are we gonna do in the meantime? Because I have a magnetic mount that I bought or ordered, so it'll be here, I don't know. So maybe you guys might be able to see the next lift on Wednesday, right? Because yeah, it's Monday right now, so you guys might be able to see Wednesday's lift. Because yeah, I'm just gonna try and stick it on somewhere close by. I think it should be good. As long as I think for most exercises it should be good. I train when there's no one fucking there, so the fact that they're getting pissed about or not getting pissed, but that they have a tripod rule, bro, okay, yeah, when it's rush hour, sure, but bro, when they came up and told me hey, you can't have a gym bag, and then I asked what's your policy for recording and stuff? Oh, you're allowed to record, just no tripods. So I was like, oh fuck, so yeah, we're gonna do the magnetic mount. I hope they don't give me a hard time for that, because that'll be kind of annoying. But yeah, so in the meantime, we're just gonna post the car yaps and we'll just talk about random topics or whatever. So what I wanted to talk about in this one is how would I structure a full body program for a beginner, intermediate. I mean, just the bare bones. What are the bare bones of a full body workout that you need, right? So, we'll start with upper body. So we'll go arms, and then we'll work in. So for your biceps, you're just gonna pick one elbow flexing movement. So preacher curl, a recline curl if you want, alternating dumbbell curls, seated, supinated curl. It can be any single one. Just pick one, and that's it. So then for tricep, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna pick one extension movement. Cable, single arm extension. It can be a double arm push down extension. It can be a machine extension. Whatever you want. Just extend your elbow. If you keep all heads of the tricep are going to extend the arm, but if you keep your arm fixed in place, it'll be more long head bias. But yeah, don't overcomplicate it, just do one extension. So yeah, one extension, one flexing movement, like a preacher curl, and that's biceps and triceps done. Shoulders, you're gonna do a shoulder press as well as a lateral raise. Now, if you do full range of motion on the shoulder press, you might not need a lateral raise if you're a bare bones beginner. But everyone wants big shoulders. I would say the variation is key. So do a lateral raise on the cable or on the machine, whatever you want, and then you are going to do a shoulder press. And the shoulder press will also any pressing movement will work your lateral and medial head of the tricep. So you're getting long head and other tricep work with the extension. as well as you're getting lateral and medial head with any of your presses. So biceps, triceps done, shoulders, you're just going to do a lateral raise and shoulder press, done. Now for chest, all you're going to do is a horizontal adduction movement. So this can be a pec deck. It's going to be single joint, so it will probably be better. But you can also do a flat chest press, a cable fly. Yeah, really anything where you're adding your arm into your center line of your body horizontally. So that's going to be it for chest. You covered your whole chest. Now back, we are going to do we're going to do a wide lat pull down for your full lat. Now, as you become more advanced, maybe you want to bring up your back. Maybe it's a weak point. So maybe you do 2 exercises for lats, and you do a sagittal movement, as well as a frontal plane movement, right? You can hit upper lat with the sagittal, as well as your lower lat with the wide grip. But, bare bones, full body, I would just do a wide lat pull down, and that's all you're going to really need. And then for your upper back, you're going to do shrugs, Kelso shrugs. I recently started doing this. You don't really hit your traps the best you can if you're just doing rows. Your rear delts might give out. There's so many things. Shrugs is going to be the best way to target retraction. So I would do a shrug as well as a wide pull down for your total back movement. So now we're done upper body. So just a little recap. You're going to pick one bicep movement, right? Preacher curl or recline curl, whatever you want. Then you're going to do one tricep extension movement, right? Arm to the side of your body, cable extension, machine extension, whatever you want. Shoulders, you're going to do a lateral cable raise as well as a shoulder press. Chest, horizontal adduction, you're just going to do like a chest fly or a flat chest press. And then your back, you're going to do some shrugs for your upper back. And then you're going to do a wide lat pull down for your total lat builder. And that's upper body, right? Legs, even simpler. Bare bones leg training. And we're not going to do a squat pattern. That's even better for you. Less effort in the gym. You should be doing a squat pattern. I would recommend a squat pattern usually. But bare bones, full body, you probably don't need one. So we're going to start with leg extension for your total quad. It's going to hit all heads of the quad. And then you're going to do a lying or seated leg curl. Just pick one, whatever. And then we're going to do a standing calf raise for your calves. You're going to do a adductor machine. You're going to do a hip thrust. And then I would say that's it for the bare bones full body on lower body. I mean, you can add in a hinge. I would recommend a hinge and a squat pattern, but if you really don't want to, do you really need to? Maybe not. Maybe do a back extension movement, but an adductor machine, a calf machine, a leg extension machine, did I say hip thrust already? Hip thrust, and then a hamstring curl or seated leg curl, whatever you want. That's going to be all you need for legs, right? And now, how many sets? What's the volume? What's the frequency, right? I would do this 3 times a week or every other day. Okay, you're going to do 1 set of each of these exercises that we just listed, and you're just going to do that every single day or 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever you want. And you're going to do this for, a decent while until you become more intermediate advanced and you want to start doing more variation. Obviously, if you are getting into the gym and getting into full body, just so you know, variation is key. You don't need to be a crazy maximalist and do like 40 exercises, right? But hypertrophy is muscle fiber specific, so you're going to need to train the muscle fiber to grow it. And as you get more advanced, you're going to have less and less fibers that you're going to be able to grow. So this is why, as a beginner, this is why I would do the kind of bare bones full body, because you have the most amount of fibers to grow, so you don't really necessarily need all of the variation. But as you get more advanced, then maybe you add in a nice hinge, right? Then maybe you add in a tucked incline press for your upper chest, right? Things like that. Maybe you add in, maybe you want to bring up your biceps. Maybe you want to do 2 different bicep exercises and split the volume, things like that. So when you get more advanced, get more intermediate, you can get in the weeds a little bit. But this is a bare bones full body every other day or 3 times a week split, 1 set of each of those exercises that we listed. I basically covered everything. We can go into if you guys have questions or anything, just throw them in the comments, and then we can just ramble about it for the car yaps. Because until I get that magnetic mount, I'll probably just do the car yaps and go over some topics, things like that, like how I train. I'm not too insanely knowledgeable about every little detail and mechanism. I try to grasp onto the concepts and really bring up my knowledge, but obviously I'm not I don't have a PhD, I don't have anything. I self-study, I self-teach, I use my lifting career to kind of justify or extrapolate evidence from. This is just me trying to give my value out to you guys. Try to help you and any beginners along the way, because I've went through my fair share of doing things wrong, or doing things suboptimally. I hate that word, or I hate the word optimally, suboptimally, but if we're trying to maximize our progression, maximize our genetic potential, it's another one I hate. But if we're trying to do that, there's a trend, there's a direction that we have to go, right? But the bare bones of what is important, you need to adhere to your plan, you need to stay consistent to your plan, and you have to put in effort for this. You can't just walk your way through the gym and mosey along and expect, you can do that, right? But if you're going to give a average effort or an under average effort, you should expect average results or under average results, right? Obviously the genetic anomalies are going to be able to breathe on the weights and put on an insane amount of muscle, right? But when you're seeing people like that on social media and stuff, you have to understand that those are the 1%ers, right? There's a reason they went viral. There's a reason they're on your For You page, right? Some of these guys, you got to be honest. Well, a lot of these guys, you got to be honest with ourselves, are on the sauce, on the gear. And you don't want to pull that card every time, as soon as you see someone bigger than you, they're on gear. But it's the reality of it, man. A lot of people are using some stuff. It's pretty common. But as well as that, there's a lot of just insanely genetically gifted people, and you can't just take their word for granted because of how they look, right? Because genetics plays such an insane role. It plays most of the role in how we're gonna progress and move along, right? So I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I'm kind of just rambling. But yeah, so there's the bare bones full body kind of split, and you can build from this as you get more intermediate or as you want more variation. But this is going to take you 90% of the way if you progress this over a long period of time. And don't go chasing progression. Allow the progression to come to you. So yeah, we'll touch on some other topics. Anything you guys want to talk about, but I'll probably just ramble about something the next video. So yeah, sorry about the lack of lifts, but I mean, we'll just throw in, what are we doing at this gym? So my kind of program that I'm throwing together right now, it goes, so I do want to bring up my lats a lot. Like they're probably not even like underdeveloped. Maybe they're just like bad insertions, but you know, I always like to stick with I'm underdeveloped everywhere, right? I just want to bring up everything. But we're starting with a single arm wide lat pull down machine. It's really nice, really smooth, kind of light. I'm doing like 4 plates and like 5 or something for maybe 10 for like 6 or 7, haha, funny, 6, 7 reps. But it's a nice machine. And then I'll go to the lateral raise on the cable, and then I'll just go straight into a tricep extension on the cable, and then I'll hop over to the preacher curl machine, do a set, and then what after that? I think like a chest fly. I'll do a pec deck for a set, and then I'll go into like a mid to upper lat tucked row, and then I'll maybe go into like an incline tucked press, and then I'll do some shrugs in the T-bar row. I gotta figure out like my form on it, because like I haven't really done shrugs a lot. I've mostly done upper back rows, but I don't know, I really wanna add that movement in. So after that, I will also do a shoulder press. Really nice shoulder press. It converges. It's really smooth, really nice. You can like adjust everything on it, the handle placement, the seat height, the handle height, so you can do like top half if you want. And then, so is that it for upper body? I think so. And then for legs, we're doing a leg extension, leg curl, both plate loaded. And then I really do like the plate loaded machines. I'm not gonna lie, like the leg extension and the hamstring curl, they're nice. Also like the incline tuck chest press, I really like loading some plates on it. I mean, like it makes me just builds my ego. I feel like I'm just strong as fuck. But so after hamstring curls, I'll do like hip thrust, the adductor machine, standing calf raise, and then I'll do, it's weird, it's the Smith machine that I'm using, kind of like I stand on a plate and I'm trying to do like kind of like a hip hinge SLDL, like back extension. It kind of turns into a like kind of just like a rack pull like SLDL combo. But I mean, it's whatever, like as long as you have a hip hinge. So I'll do that, and I think that's it. I think I'm doing like 15 exercises, like 1 set each. I might play around with multi-sets, as long as I'm keeping technique good and I'm, oh fuck, that was a dead bird. Yeah, as long as I'm keeping technique good and like a rep in the tank, or you know, just not going to failure if I'm doing multi-sets. But yeah, usually just 1 set each. But yeah, I might play around with multi-sets, you know, who knows. But I would rather just split the volume across and do more exercises if I am going to do that. But I don't mind the 1 set protocol. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now. But yeah, until the next car talk, just shoot me some questions, and then we'll try to ramble about them next car talk. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, you know, oh fuck, like just walking around the truck willy-nilly on the henbay, bro. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later.